Good evening, everybody, and welcome, yes, to our gigantic Friday recap. So glad you could be with us here tonight. Now, Green Bay and Sioux City, they met tonight, of course, here in town, but unfortunately, I couldn't go to it because, I guess I got other obligations. Yeah, called marching band, but, yeah, luckily enough, marching band won't get into the way of tomorrow night, so thank God for that. But, yeah, so we're going to recap that game because it was a fun one at Tyson earlier tonight. Well, at least for one team it was. We'll just keep it like that. But yeah, I guess, you know what, we'll just get into it right now. Why not? Alright, we're gonna, and then here we go. Well, it started out with a few penalties, we'll just say that right off the bat. At the 6:25 mark, Landon Gunderson went in for 2 minutes for roughing. At the 10:28 mark, Easton Houston 2 minutes for interference. And then at the 12:32 mark, Anthony Cardilli and Jason Musket fought. So that was really nice. But yeah, and then 16 seconds later, Dubuque scored the first goal. Mikhailo Danilov from Nick Knutson and Reese Cordray. That made it a 1-0 game. And then at the 18:31 mark, Aiden Park scored from Gino Carson. That made it a 2-0 game. And then it only took 24 seconds. Luke Gary scored from his brother, Gavin, and Owen Keith. That made it a 2-1 game at the end of one. We head into the second period at the 3:20, more penalties. At the 3:29 mark, Reese Cordray, 2 minutes for boarding. And then at the 7:46 mark, Vasily Zelenov went in for 2 minutes for tripping. And then at the 12:13 mark, Will Zellers from Green Bay scored from Tanner Blulender and Vasily Zelenov. And then at the 12:53 mark, a little bit of a touch. Well, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself here. 12:44 mark, Pavel Borcharov went in for 2 minutes. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Lovely. And then at the 12:53 mark, with tension still high between both these teams, Lev Kapson and Connor Arsenault went in 2 minutes each for roughing. And then at the 18:51 mark, Owen Keith went in for tripping. Now we head all the way deep into and just like that, it's 3-1 at the end of 2 Green Bay in the lead. We head into the third period, and it's Wes Kapson getting an unassisted goal at the 13:28 mark. That made it a 4-1 game. And then at the 16:22 mark, Andrew Sullivan went in for 2 minutes for slashing. Then at the 16:34 mark, Gavin Gary scored from Landon Gunderson and Tate Pritchard. That made it a 4-2 game, so we're getting closer with just under 3.5 to go. However, though, it wouldn't matter in the end because just about a minute later, Lev Kapson, another unassisted goal that made it 5-2, and that was the final score. So Green Bay beat Sioux City 5-2. As you know, Urban is hurt. Sound like he had pulled something. He was the backup tonight, so we'll probably see Urban tomorrow night starting, I would assume. So for Pink and Wings, so that will be fun to see. USHL scores, from really across the league. Muskegon beat Team USA tonight 7-2. Big time win for them. Lincoln beat Youngstown 3-0. Cedar Rapids beat Des Moines 5-3. Sioux Falls beat Tri-City 7-5. Boy, that was a tight game all the way through. Omaha beating Dubuque 5-0. What is up with Omaha all of a sudden just being good? Like, they shouldn't. They really shouldn't. They are. Because they've been the laughing stock of the league for the last couple of years. And now all of a sudden they just flood. Like, that doesn't just happen overnight. Fargo beat Waterloo 3-2. Madison beat Chicago, and I'm not joking here, 10-2. And then, of course, All right, MLB. We had a couple of LCS teams. We'll start off in the National League. Mets beat the Dodgers 12-6. And they forced the Game 6 back in Los Angeles on Sunday night, in which we will be calling that game. We'll be on the air at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday night for Game 6 between the Mets and the Dodgers. And then Yankees beat the Guardians 8-6. They now lead the series 3-1. And then NHL regular season, of course, it's Saturday. Well, no, it's not quite Saturday. I guess on the East Coast it is, but Friday night's action. Hurricanes beat the Penguins 4-1. Jets beat the Sharks 8-3, and then the Avalanche beat the Ducks 4-3. And then NBA still preseason there. Trailblazers are leading the Jazz right now 115-69 with 5:01 left to go in the fourth quarter. Right now, the Warriors lead the Lakers 79-54 with 5:32 left to go in the third quarter. And then games that have already concluded. The Wizards beat the Knicks 118-117. The Magic beat the 76ers 114-99. Raptors beat the Nets 116-112. Heat beat the Grizzlies 114-109. Bulls beat the Cavaliers in overtime 139-137. So, yeah, okay, so now a preview of tomorrow night right here on RVN. We will still have the Green Bay and Sioux City game normally planned because we'll be coming back into town at, well, they say we're going to be home at 5:30, but if we can get going at about 4:30, we could get home, like, right when we're scheduled to. We could easily get home by about a quarter after 5. And we have to make it straight there from the field to school, or to the arena, which is only honestly about a 5-minute drive, so that won't be that big of a deal. But I have to change out of basically what I'm wearing now into all of my pink stuff. Like that's, and considering I may be adding to it this year because I found a pink vest, so yeah, that might be a little bit, and then of course to get my mom situated and stuff like that. So yeah, we could definitely do it, but it's going to be a time crunch. I'm just going to be honest, it's going to be a straight up time crunch. So yeah, and I still haven't even started my game notes for tomorrow night. I think I might have to do some of them on the bus, unfortunately, which I had planned to do something else, study for my English quiz Wednesday, so I'll still do that, but instead I'll do that on the way home and not on the way up like I had planned. So yeah, so I still have to do that. I still have to get my clothes ready for tomorrow, and I still have to film all of the commercials and the intros and outros for the show, for the broadcast tomorrow night. So I'll probably still be up another hour or so before I could even get to bed. But at least the good thing is tomorrow I don't have to get up as early as I would for normal competitions, because we don't have to be to the field until 10 a.m., which is help because, it's usually pretty much anywhere from 8 to 10, basically in that time range. Well, except for the trip up to Minnesota, because we had to be out on the field at 5 in the morning. Well, no, we didn't rehearse. But yeah, because last week we rehearsed at 8 in the morning, I think. Pretty sure. No, I don't even remember. But yeah, I don't have to be at the field until 10 a.m. So I'm going to wake up at about a quarter after 9, and this is Central Time. So that'll at least give me a good between 8 and 9 hours. So that would be good. So yeah, after the stream's over, I'm basically going to go in this order. Find my clothes, start my game notes. Oh, wait, no. Find my clothes, do the commercials, and then start my game notes. And then I'll just do, the stats and stuff. I'll do, because I have players' names and, their bio info, what teams they've been with, or if it's their first season in the league. So I do that. And then I could just fill in the stats on the way there, because that only takes me 30 minutes, and it's about a 35 to 40 minute. Well, with the bus, it might be about 45. So, yeah, I could easily, basically, from the time I get on the bus to the time we get there, have all my notes done for tomorrow night, which I'll probably do. And I have, a little note card that kind of keeps track of the game. So, yeah, I'll probably be doing all that tomorrow on the bus. But yeah, thank God we get back home so early, because I mean, when we went for my sophomore year, we were back at 6:30 p.m. So yeah, this won't be as bad. So Thank God for that. Yeah. Gosh, Sioux City fans, this is a Sioux City fan commenting, talk about dirty players. The gamblers take the cake. And then somebody was like 7 versus 6 in penalties. Somebody else was like, you lost, get over it. Stay salty, my friend, instead of stay thirsty, my friend. And then someone's like, LOL. And he says ELOEL, like ELOHEL. You can't even be normal, for God's sake. So really, his comment's irrelevant. Which, I mean, these people, of course, who are saying it, commenting all that stuff, they're not from Sioux City. I mean, a stupid person doesn't do that crap. Okay? I'm sorry. But obviously, he's not normal. So, yeah. So after this, I'm going to go downstairs because I'm adding to my clothes. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to, well, like I said, do that. And then film the commercials and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I'll probably be up for, well, once everything's all said and done and I finally get to bed, probably about another hour and a half. So yeah, it'll be about 12:45. So I guess I'll get about 8.5 hours total, which is fine. It's 8 and 10. That's like the normal. So yeah, I think we'll be all right. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Sorry for the little delay. We had to stand in line. Well, no, we had to wait in line at Burger King, which took forever. The Burger King that's like right next to the field. So yeah, and for those of you, you guys know about that. Who I go to school with, you all know about that. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining us. I know RVN Late Night's is getting a little delayed getting on air, which I apologize. It's only 13 minutes. So, yeah, stay tuned for RVN Late Night right here on RVN. I'll see you tomorrow night at 6:55 p.m. Eastern Time. That hasn't changed.